In our journey so far through the book, Atomic Habits, we have explored the first 17 chapters together. We've dived deep into the world of habits, discovering how they're formed and how their power can be harnessed for personal growth. We've learned about the importance of making tiny changes that result in remarkable results over time. We've also unraveled the mystery of why bad habits are so hard to break and how we can overcome these challenges. Our understanding of systems has evolved too. We now know that focusing on the process rather than the goal is the secret to true progress. We've seen that habits aren't just about willpower, they're about strategy, design, and understanding how our brains work. Now we venture into our final exploration of this insightful book, starting with Chapter 18. Embarking on the last phase of our journey, we delve into Chapter 18 titled, The Truth About Talent. This chapter unravels some of the most intriguing aspects of talent and its influence on our habits. The fascinating interplay of genetics, talent, and habits is a dance that choreographs our life's ballet. Let's begin by understanding that talent and genetics are not the end-all of our capabilities. They merely provide us with a starting point, a unique set of resources that we can choose to use, ignore, or even waste. Our habits, however, are what transform these raw materials into a masterpiece. Consider the analogy of a sculptor. A block of marble is nothing more than a chunk of stone until the sculptor's chisel touches it. The sculptor's talent lies not in the marble, but in his ability to see the potential within the marble and his habit of chipping away until the form within is revealed. Similarly, our talents and genetic predispositions are our personal blocks of marble. Our habits are the chisels we use to shape them. The more we work on our habits, the more we can bring out the potential within us. But how do we choose the right habits for our particular skills and abilities? The answer lies in self-awareness. It's about recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, our natural inclinations and resistances. Once we have this awareness, we can choose habits that align with our talents and work with our natural inclinations, rather than against them. For instance, if you have a natural talent for storytelling, you might develop a habit of writing every day. If you're genetically predisposed to be tall and lean, you might choose to cultivate habits related to basketball or running. The key is to leverage our natural abilities and inclinations to maximize our potential. However, it's equally important to remember that talent is not an excuse for not doing the work. Talent can provide an advantage, but it doesn't guarantee success. It's the habits we build around our talents that truly make the difference. And finally, it's essential to acknowledge that talent is not fixed. Just as our habits can evolve and improve, so too can our talents. With consistent practice, dedication, and the right habits, we can enhance our natural abilities and even develop new ones. Remember, talent is not a determinant of success, but a tool to be leveraged in the formation of our habits. It's not about being the best right out of the gate, but about becoming the best version of ourselves through the power of habit. So let's keep chipping away at our personal blocks of marble, one habit at a time. As we transition into Chapter 19, we delve into the realm of the role of family and friends in shaping our habits. In our journey towards self-improvement, we often overlook the impact of our closest relationships. Our family and friends can be powerful catalysts for change or roadblocks to our growth. They shape our world in ways that are often subtle, yet profound. This influence is the result of a phenomenon known as social contagion. Much like how a yawn can spread through a room, habits and behaviors can ripple through our social networks. These can be positive, like a shared commitment to fitness, or negative, like a shared indulgence in unhealthy snacks. The habits of those we spend the most time with can gradually seep into our own routines. For instance, if your best friend is a fitness enthusiast, you might find yourself more inclined to hit the gym. On the other hand, if your family enjoys nightly dessert, you might find it challenging to resist sweets. This isn't to say that we are mere puppets to our surroundings. However, it is important to recognize the power of the environment in shaping our behaviors. We often underestimate this influence, thinking we are immune to the habits of those around us. But the truth is, we are social creatures and our behaviors are deeply interwoven with those of our peers. So how can we align our environment with our desired habits? Firstly, it's about making conscious choices about who we spend our time with. If we want to cultivate a reading habit, spending time with people who love books can be beneficial. Similarly, if we're aiming to eat healthier, having friends who share this goal can make the journey easier and more enjoyable. Secondly, communication is key. Sharing our goals with our loved ones can be a powerful motivator. It not only makes us accountable, but also invites them to support us in our journey. Lastly, we can actively shape our environment. This could mean creating a home space that encourages our desired habits, or choosing social activities that align with our goals. For example, instead of catching up with friends over coffee and cake, why not suggest a walk in the park instead? Remember, our habits do not exist in isolation. They are shaped and influenced by the world around us. And while we can't control everything in our environment, we can make choices that align with our goals and values. In conclusion, the role of family and friends in our habit formation is significant. We are in many ways the product of our social environment, but with consciousness and intentionality, we can steer this influence in a direction that serves our growth and development. Our surroundings play a significant role in our habit formation. Choose them wisely. In our final chapter, chapter 20, we delve into the crucial topic of how to stay motivated. Motivation, the fuel that drives us towards our goals, can sometimes feel elusive. But here's the good news. Maintaining motivation over time is not some arcane art. It's a science, grounded in the fundamental principles of human behavior. One of the most effective strategies to stay motivated is to make your habits satisfying. Why? Because humans are wired to repeat behaviors that bring immediate satisfaction. If you're learning a new language, for instance, don't just think about the long-term benefits of being bilingual. Enjoy the process. Revel in the joy of learning new words and phrases. Make each study session a reward in itself. But what happens when the initial thrill of a new habit wears off? That's where the concept of a habit contract comes in. A habit contract is a written agreement where you outline the terms of your commitment to a habit. It's a pact you make with yourself and share with others, adding a layer of social expectation to your personal goals. When your motivation wanes, this contract serves as a tangible reminder of your commitment. Think of it as a compass guiding you back on track when you veer off course. It's not about punishing yourself for slipping up, but rather about reinforcing your commitment to your goals. Remember, the road to success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency, not intensity. It's about making small, but consistent efforts every single day. And when you make those efforts satisfying, you create a positive feedback loop that keeps you motivated. So, as we wrap up this chapter, remember this. Staying motivated is not about having an iron will or unshakable discipline. It's about designing your habits in a way that they become satisfying. When you find joy in the process, motivation follows naturally. Staying motivated is not about willpower, but about designing satisfying habits. We have now completed our journey through atomic habits. Over the course of the last 3 chapters, we've delved into understanding the truth about talent, the role of family and friends in habit formation, and how to stay motivated in the pursuit of our goals. These chapters underscore the importance of leveraging our inherent abilities, the power of supportive relationships, and the effectiveness of maintaining a strong willpower. But remember, the essence of this book isn't just in these individual chapters. It's in the overarching theme that small, consistent changes or atomic habits can lead to tremendous outcomes over time. This is a powerful concept that can revolutionize our lives if we choose to apply it. So as we conclude, let's not just close the book and move on. Let's strive to implement these principles in our daily lives. If you found value in this series, show your support by liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to our channel for more